Hi guys, hi and welcome to this live trailer reaction of Red Dead Redemption. I'm very happy that I can be covering this, considering how many minutes it took me to get to here. And the thing is, again, since I've always streamed with XSplit, now with OBS it's like different. I have to do other adjustments, and that is basically the problem. And I'm still tweaking things. So let me just reload the page so I can see your comments, because I don't see the stream and I could usually watch it here, but now I cannot because, well, it's complicated. I mean, I can watch it on my own monitor as I'm streaming, but now I can't because I have to keep the video here, because OBS doesn't have like a player like XSplit has, you know, to play the video, stop the video, play the video, stop the video. So I'm just gonna use YouTube for that, basically. Okay, this time I can actually get my headphones, not like you know, yesterday when I tried the setup and for goodness sakes, I forgot to stop this. Just a sec. Okay. And okay, you know, live streaming things that I have to attend to. Okay, ready. And yeah, Tekuya. Thank you. Yes, I know I have blue eyes. Thank you. Then look even more blue on the camera. Ah, Ghost Warrior 580. Hi to you. So, you know, guys, until I fix everything, you know, make like a permanent setup in terms of quality and everything, probably gonna look different every time till I, you know, continue to test things. Hi, Ivy. Very happy that you're here. So now let's go to the video itself. Just let me see how you can see me in the meantime. Ah, okay. And let's see this because it's pretty long. I have to talk over it and, you know, have to review the whole thing. Yeah, so we have a lot to talk about and it's pretty late, you know. I started freaking late this time, unfortunately. Couldn't start any earlier. I really need a break at some point, but we'll see when that happens. So for now, I'm just, yes, going strong, like doing it. Something else is flying again. Have to kill everything. Okay. Okay, so good evening to everybody and to Marto, and yeah, well, that is it for now, guys. I covered everybody, so I don't have anything else to do. Let's start this trailer now.
They'll probably hang you, buddy.
Oh god, okay, before we continue here, I just thought that I don't know if you can even hear the trailer. Let's just see if you can hear it real quick. Yes, you can. Okay.
In the late 1800s, America was evolving, on its way to becoming the most powerful country in the world. New immigrants arrived, thriving outposts became towns, and civilization was spreading rapidly into the huge, wild, and lawless frontier. With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games aims to create a living world that's not simply open, but deeper.
Come on, pretty boy.
More
That's pretty
interactive
freaking
and
impressive.
detailed than ever.
Pretty boy?
Combining action, storytelling,
We need to get those people warm and fed.
and gameplay in new ways.
Thanks, Ivy.
As you live, ride, and fight to survive as an outlaw in a notorious gang.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
Okay. This gonna be long, just bring your
The
popcorn.
game is an attempt to capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world to explore, set across a range of America's heartland and frontier. From harsh mountain trails and dense forests to untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts, rugged livestock towns to modernizing cities and much more. All populated with a diverse cast of characters from turn-of-the-century life.
Now shoo, please. I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
You play as Arthur Morgan, a trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang, a band of outlaws and outcasts on the run from the pressures of civilized life.
We're gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once and for all.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base. This is where gang members eat, sleep, perform chores, play games, and share stories.
Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was. And he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
These are the people Arthur calls family, and you will get to know each gang member over the course of the game.
So, you save the silly bastard's life, then you and him go robbing sheep.
Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep morale high, while spending time with other gang members can reveal new secrets, fun things to do, and opportunities for mischief.
How about you and me go and redistribute some property?
In and out of camp, the world is alive and responds to the player.
Well, ain't this a rare treat?
And your guns aren't the only way to interact with the environment. Call out to a passing rider.
That's a nice horse.
Talk yourself into trouble with a local tough guy.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town sheriff. Or intimidate a witness into silence, and more.
Keep your mouth shut. You're dead, friend.
You don't want to involve yourself with this.
Confrontations can be escalated or diffused.
Take it easy. Do what you want.
You can form friendships.
God, you did it!
Or make
Okay.
enemies as you choose.
You killed my cousin, you sick son of a bitch!
Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Shooting and fighting have both been radically improved to make combat deep and engaging at all times. Each weapon has unique characteristics, with realistic reload and recoil that always keeps the player grounded and connected to the action in a gunfight.
That kind of feels good.
In a similar way, the bond with your horse is crucial and changes based on your treatment of the animal.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are better suited for certain tasks.
I got a fella been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
Your saddle and saddlebags can store extra weapons, along with supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting. Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow, making them easier to control in tense situations.
Oh, I love that name.
Aside from when the devil got him.
Just the dots so
A
like
rich
you
and
can
varied
feel it.
ecosystem thrives in the world, full of predators, prey, and scavengers, all smart and sometimes deadly.
You want to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Hunting helps the camp or earns you money. Wound
Yes.
an animal and you'll have to track them down. Animal pelts and other items you find can be traded for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths, saloons, and elsewhere.
This is God's own country, and I feel I'm in purgatory.
This is a world that is rich in depth and detail. All designed to be explored on horseback or on foot.
Ooh, that was
As
cool.
you live the fateful journey of a gang of outlaws on the run across America. In the next gameplay video, we'll look at missions, activities, enemy gangs, robberies, other things to do, and much more, including the evolution of sharpshooting using the Deadeye system.
Oh. Okay. Okie dokie, that was interesting. We have a lot to talk about, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's the 19th century, I think they said. Well, this reminds me of that game. What was the name of that? Call of Juarez. Yes, that was the best for me cowboy game. It's first person. This is third person, which I always prefer third person, but I'm just saying it's Call of Juarez, just amazing. Now, I don't know if that's new. Let's try that. I mean, I know that
We don't want to kill any of
26th of no, that's old. Okay, so the second one hasn't come out yet. So I'm just gonna leave that here and skip over it. Okay, so first the open world, guys. Hey, hi Miro, I'm happy that you can watch considering you're on vacation and all. Okay, let's... You don't need to see the player button. So... Okay, wait a second. Ah, that's better. Let me just check the stream for a second. I wanna see how is everything. Ah, okay, it looks fine. So guys, so first the open world should be very big. I'm happy about that. As in general, the cowboy setting, cowboy world, the cowboy things interest me more when I was little. Not now, not that much. And yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Miro. You know, not that much really these days. But I am watching Westworld, which is a cowboy, but it's so much more than that. That's probably why I'm watching it. You know, I used to like westerns when I was little. Now it's like, eh, just not fascinating to me. You know, that world anymore. It's too primitive, like something that tries to be civilized, but it's primitive, and well, that's exactly the point. But I'm saying is, I'm not in general attracted to that anymore. You know, that much. I remember seeing that movie with Johnny Depp, where he was an Indian. It was interesting, actually, kind of like that. But anyways, so
Full country in the world. New immigrants arrived. Thriving outposts became towns.
so it's interesting to me how they're gonna do this whole dynamic of new people arriving, they're settling, their voice is gonna have some kind of a life and all of that. It's gonna be very interesting. Ah, Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe. Hi. Hi. Thank you for your contribution once again. I'm just, you know, speechless and amazed as usual by your amazing support that I just cherish. I just cherish that. And Ivy is congratulating you with a clap. Thank you, Mr. Joe. Cowboy hat. If I had that, you know, if I had that. Cheers! Absolutely. I appreciate all you guys' support and what Miro did today with that sand. If you saw on Facebook, he basically wrote my name, you know, gave reviews on the sand. That is amazing. I don't know what to say about that. Also, Martin Miguel, again, hi to you. Happy to see you. And I don't see you very often. I often, you know, I finish by that point. Sometimes the stream, sometimes no. But yeah, so amazing things today. You know, as gestures, you can say, done by my most loyal viewers, which is freaking amazing. And Ivis, every day he's supporting me on Facebook, just lovely words every day. He's giving me, you know, so much with his lovely words. So let's continue, because when I think about that, I'm just kind of humbled and I just don't know what to say. So just know, guys, that I always appreciate it and I thank you. Now, I just want to say this looks pretty big and pretty amazing. Well, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you. I would like a vacation, but that's yeah, that's planned to see how that goes, and I hope that you're okay too. And I hope that everybody are okay actually. So continuing.
With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games.
Oh, I forgot to say I did play the previous game, like half of it, on Xbox 360. That was a long time ago, but I do love how the graphics look. I do love, I can now see it on my monitor. That's 2K, basically quad HD is the more correct term. And it looks pretty awesome. It really looks like, and when I see the graphics in its full potential, because as you know, YouTube compresses everything, I'm gonna be even happier about that. Mm. Thank you. Thank you, Abby.
To create a living world that's not simply open, but deeper.
I love those effects on the mud. It's gonna be interesting if he leaves any trace.
More interactive and
Kinda looks like no,
than ever.
but at least he got muddy. Now what? Oh, I'm sorry. Sleepy as always. It's 9. It's 10. Sorry, it's 10 o'clock at night.
Mining action.
Now what I can say right away is that the movements are the old type of animation. They recently explained how animations are done in games, and as we know, there is a performance capture, but that is not all that it goes in certain movements. The actors are doing some of the most basic general movements sometimes when they perform particular, just like a filler movements for characters that just get recorded. And the other thing is where they doing the particular cutscene recording of the movements and actually physically acting a scene. That's another thing. But for the rest of the game, it's just like general movements, and there's literally some movements that are put in between those that are animation, and they look not as fluent. So that is where the motion itself becomes kind of choppy, and that is what you can see here. And it's always more visible, sorry, when we see, sorry again, that hand-to-hand combat. And as you see in the cutscene, they all look very fluent, but when somebody is fighting, it's a different story.
Capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world.
Okay, so there's a period that the game takes place in, which is okay. Continuing. I mean, it's an interesting period to explore.
From harsh mountain trails
And the writing itself, there's not a lot of moments that can be done there, So when you turn a different way that was not recorded, the game just gonna make some kind of a movement that's gonna be according to the body, how it's made, of the character and what you're doing, your action. Yeah, so if that's not done okay, that's when we see this choppy like movements in between. I'm just saying that because I recently found out about that and found out why is that. So now that I know, I'm just, yeah, all those technical actually details really interest me because I'm interested in technology and how things are made. So I love to have an explanation for that. And in the new Last of Us game, this whole old game mechanic is gonna be completely gone, so things gonna be a lot more fluent, as you can see from the gameplay trailer from E3. But I'm just kind of sad that we see like super new games still with the old ways, but I understand why is that, because here it's fully like open game, where The Last of Us gonna be more concentrated, like linear experience compared to what we can see here.
forests to untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts, rugged livestock towns to modernizing cities, and much more.
Okay, so diversity in terms of the world, which is always great.
All populated with a diverse cast of characters from turn-of-the-century life.
Now shoot.
I'm really not interested in interacting with NPCs in any game, like on side quest. I personally am not. Just like to finish the story, then I don't know if I want to do something.
I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn.
You play as Arthur Morgan, a trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang.
Still, the graphics has some deepness for an open world.
Of outlaws and outcasts on the run from the pressures of civilized life.
We're gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam.
Really not interested in their dynamic. Well, probably if the game makes me care for the characters, maybe I'm gonna be interested in what they're talking about, but otherwise, no.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base.
I mean, that is what I'm not interested in, you know, to sit and talk with, you know, with all the other gang members. I just like to go onto the world and do things, but I think that, you know, some people like to role play everything, like literally everything, and that includes playing with cards on a table even. Like for instance, that's why Gwent was invented, that game in The Witcher that I never got. Hi to Caleb, Nix. Actually, not sure that there's gonna be multiplayer. At least I haven't heard yet, because how they're gonna do the multiplayer. So if there is multiplayer, it's gonna be very interesting. Really, how they're gonna do that? How is that gonna work? I mean, is it gonna be like in Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs, where everything's kind of open, you can see other players? Assassin's Creed is not exactly like that, but for instance, like in Destiny.
These are the people Arthur calls family, and you will get to know each gang member over the course of the game.
So, you say the silly bastards
Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep.
Okay, so we have to hunt. We got that.
Reveal new secrets, fun things to do, and opportunities for mischief.
How about you and me go and redistribute some property?
In and out of camp, the world is alive.
Looks pretty. Looks pretty beautiful. Yeah, probably there's gonna be brothels because, you know, back then there were a lot of brothels, so probably we can do something about that, like in GTA. We'll see. Well, no, I don't think so. Not in that manner, because you do need to have main characters, only one main character, and you do need to go with him through the story, with him to relive, I mean, to live all of that with him, so you cannot just go and be a partner to somebody. There's only one main character. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Call out to a passing rider. Talk yourself into trouble with a local tough guy. Or out of trouble with a town sheriff. Or intimidate a witness into silence.
Well, I'm so impatient sometimes. I'm just gonna shoot everybody, probably, even the town sheriff, if that is possible, and then I'm gonna be like, well, who's the sheriff now? Who is the sheriff now, you guys? Like, tell me who's the sheriff. I like the options here. It says aim, weapon, rob, defuse, and antagonize. So I like this option, you know, it's not like dialogue upon dialogue upon dialogue. You have different options for what to do. I like that. Yes, I think it's gonna be a lot like GTA 5 in that regard, but again, there's only one character, not like in GTA where you can play with the other characters, but still you have to focus on each character one by one. And sometimes when the game, I mean, at one point when the game was open, you can actually decide whose mission to take first, but you still have to go through those missions because they're story missions, so yeah. Horses, probably. I don't know about that, Caleb, but we'll see. Haha, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think we can have that. I know that you're joking, but really disgusting. Like,
You can form friendships. Or make enemies as you choose.
You killed my cousin, you sick son of a bitch!
Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Shooting and fighting have both been radically improved to make combat deep and engaging at all times.
Okay, I like that because it's pretty much like, well, not pretty much, but similar to Uncharted maybe? We'll see. It's interesting. Should they write the best way to shape the world your way? Yeah, that's the evil Xena in me talking.
And engaging at all times. Each weapon has unique characteristics, with realistic reload and recoil that always keeps the player grounded and connected to the...
How's that gonna work if it's too realistic? I mean, I hope that's not gonna be slow. When I hear realistic, the first thing that I always worry about is whether or not it's going to be like so slow that I don't have the nerves to wait it out. Like, okay now. Okay, so. Okay, shoot! I mean, I know that weapons are not like that depending on what time they are made and how, and I don't know. I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying that I hope that's not slow. Just want to be very, rapid. And here it looks pretty fine. And the impact, like every time I'm saying, like the impact is so important, so important. They have to make, when you shoot to see how it hits the target, to feel it, have some kind of a feedback. So it's gonna be awesome. Gotta dress like a... Well, I can arrange at least the hat. And the clothes, well, I can just, I don't know, take a shirt that's similar to a cowboy shirt or something like that. But I can arrange that, you can say. And yes, I would play this, of course. This is a must-have game. I think that everybody will agree that this is a must-have game.
In a similar way, the bond with your horse is crucial and changes based on your treatment of the animal.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are better suited for certain tasks.
Got a fella been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
I just hope that the horses, because they're gonna be like essential to the gameplay, that they're not like super expensive and you can get the horse and you're wondering how to get money, you have to do a side quest all the time. And I mean, I like the approach in Assassin's Creed where you had to do a lot of side quests in order to even be qualified to do a main quest. I kind of like that, because you just can't wait to get to the main quest and you're kind of driven to do the side quest in order to get stronger and stronger and to have more resources and better armor and better weapons. So that was great, actually. I really like that, because I usually would not do the side quest almost at all.
Your saddle and saddlebags can store extra weapons, along with supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting.
Oh, it looks so big, and the motto, for instance, of Just Cause is like, if you see it, you can go there. That's the motto of that game. And I wish that every game that's open world had this motto. So when you see something like this mountain here with all of that clouds over it, just let me see if I point. Do you see the mouse? No, I don't. But okay, those clouds and that mountain, if you see that, can you go there? Like, can you? Because I really wanna. There should be... That should be a possibility. Of course, at some point there's gonna be like an invisible wall because the world's gonna be over, but at least go to the mountain, explore it, go over it, see what's over it. Maybe there's something there, maybe there isn't, and if there isn't, there's gonna be a wall. But just make it so that you won't have to hit the wall. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but there's games that achieving this. Yeah, well, maybe I meant the reloading itself is gonna be... Of course, the shooting itself is gonna be fast. I didn't make myself clear, I'm sorry, actually. I meant that reloading, is probably gonna be slow. Well, you be stealthy then.
Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow, making them easier to control in tense situations.
Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devil got him.
A rich and varied ecosystem thrives in the world, full of predators, prey, and scavengers.
Excuse me, what is this alligator doing there?
World, full of predators.
Like in the middle of the forest almost. I think there's a river behind the trees, that's kind of obvious, or a lake, I mean. Oh yeah, I see the map. So yeah, there's the lake, but still he looks like to be very far away from that, or that's behind the screen, so in this case it's much closer. Anyways, I like how they did the lighting in the dark. It's really dark. It really looks like it's real forest. That's very good. I mean, the lighting overall looks very realistic and it gives atmosphere to the whole thing. And okay, I like this about the vultures, not vultures, but you know, scavengers, yes. You see how smart they are. They all say that the game is very smart. I mean, not the game, but you know, I forget the word for that. The AI is smart. Oh, you know, every time that a game is coming out, and then it's like idiots. But we'll see though. Okay, I really love this. You know, in this part of the trailer, I just, you know, I reacted, really jumped because I love a bow. In any game, just love a bow. Just love it, love it, love it. So I would like to hunt just because of the bow, just to enjoy that.
Earns you money. Wound an animal and you'll have to track them down. Animal pelts and other items you find can be traded for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths, saloons, and elsewhere.
Saloons? So it's not a brothel, it's a saloon. Okay. Oh, there's brothels and saloons. Well, the saloons should have brothels, I think. I mean, even if it's not like exclusively called a brothel, there should be rooms for the other things. Well, we'll see. I just hope that there's not, you know, I mean, there's the way to earn money is like, it's not that hard, because in Far Cry now, Far Cry doesn't have anything to do with this, but the new Far Cry is very hard to earn money and buy whatever weapons I want. Just annoying. I have to do side quests over side quest over side quest all over again, and it's not done as intuitively and as interestingly as it is in Assassin's Creed, so it bums me out.
This is a world that is rich in depth and detail. All designed to be explored on foot.
I like that with the horse. It's amazing. It's what you can imagine horse riding is like. How he turns, looks, the horse is doing this. It's awesome. I don't know if that's the case, Ghost Warrior, but yeah, I mean, I've seen that in Far Cry the other day when I played. There's two animals fighting.
All designed to be explored on horseback or on foot.
Great.
As you live the fateful journey of a gang of outlaws on the run across America. In the next gameplay video, we'll look at missions, activities, enemy gangs, robberies, other things to do, and much more, including the evolution of sharpshooting using the Deadeye system.
That's great. But it's very similar to what I remember from you know, Gunslinger, Call of Juarez. Yeah. Well, I mean, there should be, you know, some kind of a AI. I'm just saying that they always say like, oh, it's smart, it's so smart. Sorry for the accent. And then it's like, duh, you know, it's ridiculous. Okay, continuing. Oh, that was that. Okay, let's just stop it somewhere. Yeah, that's great. That's my favorite moment. Just gonna I lost it, damn it. Ah, that's a great shot actually. I'm just gonna leave it here. That is it, guys. So headphones. So my thoughts on this. I like it a lot. Those are my basic thoughts on this, you know. I think that you know, Rockstar are actually one of the best guys in the business. They make games very rarely because they make them good. Not like Ubisoft every year, like there's something. Of course, Ubisoft is a huge studio. They have the ability to do that, but still there should be, you know, a better way and you know, more time to do better games. One game needs like 4 years to be very well made, and 4 years is a lot of time. It's a lot more time than a movie gets made. So there's that. October. Yeah, I think they moved the game even further than that, or that was for this year, I forget. But whatever it is, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, the new Assassin's Creed. You know, that's basically the topic is 300. The Spartans, the Greeks. I just love that. But it looks like Assassin's Creed Origins in terms of mechanics, NPCs, everything. Anyways, Antonio is here. Hi, Antonio, my only. You know, speaking of supporters, my only Patreon supporter. Thank you, Antonio, for supporting me on Patreon each and every month. Your contributions are, you know, very much appreciated. Xena game, people are trying to do that for years. I mean, for us to have a Xena game, like a lot of people tried, signed petitions, and a lot of other things just cannot happen if you can't have even the TV show. Who's gonna make a game, you know? Yes, Patel, hello to you too. I think a new viewer, never seen you before. Unfortunately, I was just ending the stream because I finished, you know, reacting to the trailer and this, you know, basically reviewing it in detail, you know, shot by shot almost. But nevertheless, thank you for coming, of course, for the first time, if you're for the first time here. Just hate when, you know, when I'm streaming more and more people are coming, and and then I have to go. That's the sad part. But yeah, guys, it's great. I'm waiting for it. I would love to see it, to play it. I mean, there's a lot of other things that I wanted to cover, but I also really want to make a vlog. I just have to figure out where to go to make that, because I just don't want to be like in the city. Not that it cannot be in the city, but there's like too many people there, and it's better to be in nature, you know. And everybody gonna watch me like this, like. I mean, everybody were watching me in the forest as well. Although there were not that many people there, and they were still like, who is that girl? What is she doing with this? And now for Comic Con, I even bought like special LED lamp, so to speak, and special mic for that, you know, for the gimbal. And the mic even has like a fluffy thing on it. I just like to call it a fluffy thing, you know, to block the sound from the wind. And it's very super freaking professional, and I just can't wait to get here. And I emphasize to the seller that I need this as fast as possible. So see if I can manage. So Bulgarian Comic Con is on 15 and 16 of September, I think. Just let me check my calendar. Saturday, Sunday, yes, 15 and 16 of September, and I just ordered some things for that date, so I hope that they come, so I can make the perfectly lit gimbal video, vlog video that possibly could be made. And there's Game of Thrones actors, like 2 of them, they're gonna come. Hodor, and that woman that is from the Iron Islands, Greyjoy, yes, she's gonna come, that actress. And one actress from Westworld, I forgot her name, but she was basically the killer robot in the last episode. Here go. Don't worry that you're late. Oh yes, Ivy, yeah. Probably gonna stream live at some point. With my own mobile internet, so it's not gonna be for long, but at least you're gonna see like a live coverage. That's gonna be during the day. And then of course I'm gonna make like a whole video edited and everything, like I did my vlog about it like I did last year. So if you haven't seen my Comic-Con video from last year, you can see it. It's on my channel. It's about the same time, September maybe. What was it? Just to see. Okay. Okay, guys. So that is it. Don't really have a lot of time to stream some more. So dan. Well, hi. Yes, Westworld is very good, indeed. One of the best shows ever. Although this season kind of freaking me out. I mean, it doesn't seem like it has the same substance as before. But anyways, yes, hi to you. I'm happy that I have new viewers on my live streams. I'm just sad that I already finished with everything. There's nothing more to discuss, you know. Just if you're interested what I said about the game, you just have to go back and see, you know, my reaction and you know, the review of everything. So I'm sorry that you're catching the stream this late. I'd really have to cut it now. And of course, guys, well, I'll just let you know. I don't want to let you know what's coming on my channel. So I'm just thinking about how to do more videos with the gimbal and more, because it's really where my creativity can be, you know, let loose and do a lot of other things. Learn how to film different shots and angles, because there's just lots of possibilities with it. Just have to learn how to do it. And you know, I can do it. So I'm just looking forward to that, and you guys seem to be really happy about that first vlog video, so thank you. And that is it, guys. I would love to have the game, and I can't wait to see more of gameplay. If there's something else, like they said that there should be, I'm gonna try to cover it tomorrow if I'm not too busy. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. Sleep well, whichever one of you has the same time as me. And until next time with me, Gary G Reviews. And thank you, my Gary T's, for supporting me.